Let's talk a little bit about these storms we're tracking, because there's a lot going on in the Atlantic basin right now when it comes to hurricanes and tropical storms. There's a couple that we're looking at further over towards Africa. Now, one I really do want to point out is Isaac. This one could be tracking into the Caribbean, and the path after that is uncertain, but it does look like it's going to be moving straight west through the Lesser Antilles and into that area. And if it goes towards Central America or up towards the United States, still uncertain. This other one back here, though, just projected to fizzle out in the Atlantic. But obviously the big one of the day to talk about is going to be Florence and what's happening with this system. And the way it stands right now, it's a Category 4 storm with winds at 140 miles per hour. Wind gusts getting closer to about 170, but I do want to point out wind speeds are going to be dropping a little bit before this one eventually does make landfall, but it's still projected to make landfall as a Category 4 storm. Here's going to be the latest track that just came out, and you're going to notice that it did shift to the north just a little bit. This might be a trend we see over the next couple days as it gets a little bit closer and closer. As of right now, it's projected to make landfall somewhere in between Wilmington and the Outer Banks of North Carolina, but if this track continues to be pushed up towards the north, wouldn't be surprising for it to go directly for the Outer Banks, if not a place like Virginia or Delaware. So that's going to be another thing to watch as we move on throughout the next few hours, the next couple days, because this track is still pretty uncertain, especially after it makes landfall and where the heaviest rain will be. But as of right now, it does look like the system is projected to stall a little bit as it makes its way through the Carolinas. You're going to see it's really slowing down in between about Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That could bring this area just over towards the east of the Appalachians a ton of rain. And there is going to be plenty of places which could see in between 10 and 15 inches right here, with a few isolated spots seeing close to 20 along the Carolina coast right there. Now, again, you are seeing these totals that are upwards of about 10 inches for a lot of places as well, even as far down towards the south as spots like Fayetteville and closer towards the towards the South Carolina border with North Carolina, but closer down towards the southeast, places like Georgia and up towards Tennessee might see half an inch of rain from the system. The bigger thing for you guys to watch, though, in both of those spots is going to be the breezy conditions that can move on in. And what I mean by that is you might have some wind gusts that could be around 30 to 40 miles per hour on Thursday and Friday. Could knock over a tree or two, and temperatures overall, if you live in places like southern South Carolina, Georgia, or Tennessee, could potentially touch the mid-90s over the next few days because of this system.